Yeah, what's up everybody? It is the Weege Show, brought to you by Race Tech and their gold valves. And you know who loves gold? Leprechauns. Leprechauns, it's St. Patrick's Day. Let's celebrate the luck of the Irish, and let's talk about how momentum and luck and things that you sometimes do not have control over, no matter how hard you work, have a huge impact on racing. Now, I could talk about the 450 class. We've been talking about it all year. I talked about it in the pre-show. The Webb Wagon just keeps on rolling, and I think everyone knows at this point that when it starts to roll for Cooper Webb, it's really hard to stop it. And for the 16 now career wins that Cooper Webb has, I still feel that there was an unchecked box. We know that Eli Tomac is bad fast, a unbelievable beast mode dude when he gets rolling, and a lot of times when he doesn't win races, it just comes down to he has a bad night or gets bad starts. For Webb to start right in front of Eli and have to hold Eli's charge at bay for the entire race, I still feel that was a bit of an unchecked box, and he checked it. So that's another sign that the Webb Wagon is rolling. Ken Roczen started with them and was riding well, but not quite as well, just a hair off. And it was interesting to hear the comments from both Tomac and Roczen in the post-race press conference. We already know where Webb is right now. He's on top of his game. Tomac actually admitted that as far as the championship goes and championship pressure, that's pretty much gone.
You're not completely out of it. I mean, anything can kind of happen. But do you feel like you're riding with a little bit less pressure now that it's like, hey, the title defense is there, I can just ride free and just go for wins and not have this big, overwhelming weight on my shoulders?
Yeah, I mean, that in that sense, it's been a few races where I felt like I haven't, that weight's been lifted off me that way. It's nothing you want, right, in that situation. But I was just excited tonight to have a better run in the stadium environment, right? I mean, the past few races other than Daytona, so it's a good start, better riding throughout the whole main, and it was a good push, just not quite enough.
Did say that the idea that he's not as motivated this year or not trying as hard because he finally got that Supercross title last year, he did not prescribe or subscribe to that theory. He's trying just as hard, he's working just as hard. Tomac made a mistake late in the race, and that allowed Webb to get away. And as for Roczen, I'm not one to try to go too much on the armchair psychological mumbo jumbo, but he did seem a little bit different spirits-wise than he did earlier in the year when the race wins were coming easy and he held the points lead.
And we still got 6 rounds to go as well. And I just want to focus on myself. The red plate, I mean, of course, it's a nice little something to have on the bike, but in the end is when it counts. And I'm keeping the dream alive. And of course, he's chipping away and winning a lot right now. But I just want to go out there and do what I love and see if I can get back closer at least, so we can make it a good battle all the way till the end.
Let's get into the nutty world of the 250 class, and that's where I really want to talk about this luck thing. Hunter Lawrence, he has just been star-crossed completely with the Supercross thing. He's missed basically 2+ years of Supercross with injuries. He didn't even get on the track. We never even literally saw him race, aside for a brief showing in Salt Lake City at the end of the year last year, which resulted in more crashes and more injuries. He didn't even make a main event one night. So I think the book on Hunter was, look, man, he's a hardworking guy. He tries hard, good dude, but maybe Supercross is going to come naturally to him. But we didn't really know that. We never actually saw him ride on a Supercross track. And now look, all the things that kept working against him, like anytime Hunter hit the ground, he got hurt bad. And that was the thing that really frustrated him. He would express that all the time. He's like, I'm not having huge crashes. It's just every time I hit the ground, even minor crashes results in a big injury and then a 6-month setback. So he really worked hard to try to figure out why. And he learned a lot about his body type and his nutrition. He mentioned the last race that he's a borderline type 2 diabetic, so he's had to make a lot of changes to make himself more durable. And it turned out that that was the only issue. Once he got healthy, he can ride Supercross pretty well. And I'm not just talking about the fact that he finally won last night. You could just see it. There was no point watching him in these first couple of rounds of 250 Supercross West this year that he looks sketchy. Looks like he knows what he's doing. So there is talent, there is skill, and in just his 6th Supercross start, he is a race winner. And you want to talk about luck of the Irish, or in this case, luck of the Australish The man who has been star-crossed in Supercross so many times suddenly has everything going his way because Hunter Lawrence, a 6th, a 5th, a 2nd, and a 1st, is now the red plate holder in Supercross. Did anyone call that going into this season, that Hunter Lawrence would be a Supercross points leader? I think people are just hoping he gets good races and not get hurt again. And he looks good and he's executing, and the 250s have just been insane this year. It's St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Let's go hang out at the Irish pub. We're gonna hang out with this lovely lady right here, have some bangers and mash. It's all brought to you by Racetech. I mentioned the gold valves, right? YouTube's probably gonna pop me because, yeah, kegs and eggs.
Cheers.
It's my wife. It's not a mistress, this is someone I do know. Bangers and mash, kegs and eggs, let's do it right. This is all brought to you by the gold valves. You know that they'll make your suspension plusher, better bottom resistance, made and engineered in the USA, and also Racetech CNC digital porting for heads, which is so good that other engine builders can do it. They'll even sign an NDA so they don't share your specs with the competition, but they can help you replicate your porting with multiple engines with their technology and tools better than you can. Go to racetech.com for more. There's some Irish dancing going on inside. People are getting pumped here on St. Patrick's Day. So the luck, it's unbelievable how this works. So if I wanted to do a green thing, I don't have any green clothes. This is the closest I could get. I have a Monster Energy Kawasaki shirt. That's the closest I can get to green. She wants to go in and video the Irish dancing. It was all rolling for Pro Circuit. Finally, the green team had things going their way. They've been so star-crossed and so wrong injury, wrong crash at the wrong time, and then here it was rolling their way at Daytona. It was the 3rd straight year at Daytona. They had swept both classes, 450 and 250 Kawasaki, and you had Hammaker and McAdoo looking very good, winning races, leading points, but it finally stepped the wrong way. Hammaker goes down early in the main, and then McAdoo, who was set to make up huge points on Justin Cooper, goes down in the whoops, and then oh man, McAdoo. I don't think they were going to expect the dude to come back on the track in the middle of a whoop section, but just ride next to the whoops calmly, and he probably would have been fine. But instead, he cut diagonally across the start straight and got a 3-position penalty. And that is not good luck if you're a Pro Circuit, because they've been on the wrong end of those penalties several times. Joey Savacci had a pretty gnarly penalty for a similar infraction way back in 2017 that you could argue cost him a title. And Jason Anderson, I mean, in the 450 main, Anderson absolutely was banging gears, drag racing his Husqvarna 450 next to the whoops, and he was penalized 1 position. I do not understand that. So if you're Mitch Payton, you're feeling terrible right now, and that leads to McAdoo finishing, I believe, 10th and losing the points lead. Justin Cooper got clipped early by Chris Blos, the zombie. So suddenly Hunter Lawrence, who has had nothing but bad luck. The Irish dancers are headed out. Good job, thank you. Hunter Lawrence, who has had nothing but bad luck in his Supercross career, and he had to admit a little bit in the press conference that seeing his brother Jet do so well was both a blessing and a curse. Obviously, he likes to see his brother do well. You don't want to see your family members struggle, but at the same time, Hunter was always the older brother. It was always him getting the first ride on the team, him moving professional first, him getting the breakthrough win first. And to see Jet do all those things was very difficult for him. And Hunter was super pumped to A, have won, to B, have done it in 6 races where his brother took 8, and he's the points leader, which he so did not believe or expect that I can't even play the clip here because he cursed. He dropped several F-bombs when he found out. I know it's rewarding to come back from injury, but also how rewarding is it to show that you are able to ride and learn Supercross too?
Can I give you my real answer?
I'd rather that.
Fucking awesome, mate. It's so freaking cool. That's literally all I have to say.
Just got an update from the 250 points, and McAdoo actually got docked, I think, a spot or 2. So you're the points leader. Tell your mechanic to get the red plate out.
What?
Yeah.
He's like, are we on the whole call, or are you just like, we're on a personal call? Are you fucking with me or what?
No, we're all here, bro. We're all here.
Congrats.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Thanks, boys.
Yeah.
Finally, luck is on Hunter Lawrence's side in what has been one of the wildest years of 250 racing we've ever seen. It was injury-induced craziness in the East Division, and here in the West, we've had 4 rounds, 4 winners. The last 3 are all first-time winners. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. There are some things in Supercross that you can control through hard work and all these things. There are other things that's just you either got the luck on your side or you don't. And right now it's rolling for the Webb Wagon, and Hunter Lawrence is finally getting his time. And I've got bangers and mash. I've got this is not a Guinness, it's just Guinness Cup. And I'll probably get in trouble.
Gaelic ale.
A Gaelic ale. I got a Gaelic ale. Did you even know who Cameron McAdoo or Seth Hamaker were before this season? Do you even know who they are now?
Well, they're 250.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're making some. Had you heard their names?
No, but I love the name McAdoo.
Oh, hey, that's a good one. That is a good one
Yeah.
for St. Patty's Day. That's the point. This has become the season for riders to finally get their due, to finally have their opportunity and take advantage. And it's going to be really fun to find riders that have never been in this championship type position before to be in it. Expect luck to play a really big role in that. Happy St. Pat's, everybody.